Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Aaron Reed, another edition of Read Between the Lines. Today's topic is a hot topic that we're talking about these days, and we are going to discuss and maybe hopefully redefine what student athlete really means, particularly the ones in college that we know for a fact are going to have a career in professional sports. So let's look back at this term student athlete, okay? I think we need to be realistic in what that term really means if we're dealing with these guys and gals that are good enough to play in professional sports, all right? We already know that college isn't for everybody, you know? Even the regular person, college is just not for everybody, for whatever reason that may be, you know, low aptitude, learning disabilities, just lack of interest in higher learning in general. So we can't be expecting these 17, 18, 19-year-olds who have a real future in etching out a career in sports to be maintaining 3.9 GPAs or be surprised when they're not attending classes regularly. It's not about making it a farce of being in these classes, but it's about the expectations that we have of these kids when they're in college and in their classes. Okay? I was talking with my buddy Scott the other day, and he has a good idea about this. While they're in college, in the little bit of time that they have, NBA kids only have 1 year before they can stake their claim in the NBA. But while they're in college, in addition to these regular classes, why don't we give these students classes in economics and psychology of the sports world and how to be a celebrity and how to deal with this money and things that are practical to help them on their way when they get to school, or excuse me, they get to the NBA, they get to the NFL, Major League Baseball, what have you. Instead of, underwater basket weaving or all these other classes, Chemistry 202, all these classes that we know they're not going to be able to achieve success at, okay? More practical reasons to do that, and that will help them. Now, we know that the purpose of higher learning is to, cultivate a budding adult's expansion and knowledge of the world that is around him. We know that we're trying to promote cultural diversity, all right? These things are important in college. These things can happen after the kid gets out of college, gets into the professional sports world, and then, like my mother suggested, get some money and come back to get their degree. These are important things that we don't have to put these expectations on the kids when they're 17, 18, 19. Student athlete, maybe we don't need to look at these kids, the ones that are going to make it all the way through, as the same way and through the same lens that we look on everybody else. They're going to stake their claim. They're going to make their millions. And hopefully, if they're smart, they'll come back around and get their college degree. And that is how this fan sees it. Pass the ball.